Today, I'm going to show you how you can make anything in your life a spiritual, transcendental experience. So welcome to my channel. I'm Sugar Kitty Mystic, and I make videos on all sorts of spiritual topics, tarot, occult, and mystical things. And today I want to talk to you about one of the main principles of Tantra, which can be applied to anyone's life, regardless of your spiritual beliefs or religions, and can greatly amplify your experience here on this earth plane. So, the main principle of Tantra is enjoyment plus awareness. So it's really simple, you guys. It's taking anything in your life, anything that you do, and applying enjoyment and awareness to it makes it spiritual. Takes it to its highest level of what it can be. So when you are able to be fully present with whatever action you are taking, that is awareness, okay? You're fully in that moment. You are fully there. You are focusing on, say you're building something, you're fully in that building, you're focusing on the building, you're aware of the things that you're doing, you're aware of where your thoughts are while you're building, whatever the case may be, and then you add that energy of enjoyment to it, and that puts you in a spiritual state, that puts you in a blissful state. And honestly, if you can take this one concept of Tantra, enjoyment and awareness, and apply it to your life will start to feel very beautiful, very spiritual, and there's really nothing more you have to do than that. Tantra is about doing things in the most natural way possible. So if you feel like being a monk and renouncing all of your life possessions and renouncing all attachments to the material world and going off into a cave and meditating your life away, if that's truly what your heart desires, then you should do that, okay? According to Tantra, you should do exactly what your heart desires, exactly what you're being called to do. However, if it is your deepest desire to make $1 million, okay, you should put all your energy into doing that. You should do that. You should not try to balance this desire with things that you think of are more spiritual, or tell yourself that chasing money is not spiritual or not on that same level, because it is, okay? Whatever is driving you in this life, whatever you are called towards, is your spiritual experience. And in this spiritual community, among people who practice all these kinds of beliefs and religions, you have a lot of social hierarchy. You have a lot of people who think, some things are more spiritual than others, or you're more woke or transcendent or aware if you do certain things, or you pay attention to certain things. And really, there's a lot of looking down on people's natural human natures and natural human desires, okay? However, you cannot truly say that any one thing is more spiritual, okay? Maybe the spiritual path of someone around you is to lose everything and become a crackhead and live on the street, okay? Maybe that is their spiritual life. That is their spiritual experience. That is what their soul came here to do. Because there are so many things that you get out of that experience that you don't get out of having, a super normal life, or say becoming a monk or something like that. That's its whole own world, right? And so when we start to look down as other people, or other ways of living as less spiritual, what you are really doing is you are separating yourself from spirit. Because spirit is within everything. It's within all of us, all the time. It's anywhere you want to go can be a spiritual path. Anything you want to do. In Tantra, there's no denying of this material world. But hopefully you're seeing my point here, is that when you apply the energy of enjoyment and awareness to anything, it becomes a spiritual experience. And in the left-hand path of Tantra, this is not my personal path, but this is something that exists. They actually practice finding the divinity, the holiness, the spiritual essence within everything a normal person would find taboo. So they do opiates, right? They get high on drugs. They eat rotted fruit. They only eat food that is rotten or past due. They live on the cremation grounds where people are burned, corpses are burnt and you know, thrown into the river. They do everything that we would normally think of as that's not spiritual, right? That's not holy, that's not divine, and they find the God within it, okay? And that is what life is about. Life is not about conforming to someone else's idea of how you should live. Life is not about following someone else's exact path. Life is about following your inner desires, your inner compass, your inner calling, because you are such a unique person. There is no one, you know, if you calculate astrology into this, there is no one else with your exact astrology chart alive today. No one else with your setup. There's no one else with your exact genetics, right? You are the only one. So you're the only one who's ultimately going to be able to find what's best for you. So whatever you do, circling back to the main point, whatever you do it with enjoyment and awareness, and it becomes a spiritual experience. You transcend that action to its holiest form, okay? And you start to make your life feel meaningful, blissful, and joyous. And if you're looking for ways to enjoy something that you don't enjoy or something that feels very mundane for you, start just keeping a practice of looking for things that you appreciate all the time, okay? Everywhere you go, you know, maybe you like that color of something, right? Maybe there's like, you know, the way the sun is hitting something is nice, or, you know, maybe there's something relaxing about a certain repetitive task that you're doing. Whatever you can do to find that enjoyment, that appreciation, will bring you into a more positive state and will make it easier for you to align with more positive experiences, which is essentially what a lot of people's goal is with spirituality. However, if you can apply enjoyment and awareness, you can even enjoy negative emotions. You can even enjoy really difficult circumstances. You can even get some enjoyment and some awareness out of the things that feel like shit. So yes, that is the main principle of Tantra, one of the main principles of Tantra. If you like this video, check out my channel. Like I said, I make all kinds of spiritual content for you, lots of tarot readings and things like that to help you along your path. And subscribe, like this video, comment,